Hello guys. In this video we are going to be talking about what to look out for in teams before betting. So when it comes to sport betting, there is some considerations that you need to put in mind before betting on every game. So in this video I'm going to be covering all things that you need to always check out for before betting on any game. So by the way, if you are new to the channel, you are welcome. If you are also a returning subscriber, I salute you and thank you for coming back. So by the way, in this channel we don't always drain much time, so we always go to what we are having. So I'm not going to drain much time. And to start with, the first thing that you need to look out for when you are to bet on any game is their form. That's the first thing you need to look out for, is their form. If you look out for and you see that a particular team is having, actually it's always a strong team, but this season the team is not strong, then it's better for you to leave that particular team and go and look for a different team. Let's say if you see, for instance, Chelsea used to be a good team previously, but if you see this 2022 and 2023 is not actually moving well for Chelsea. So I'm just setting an example. Like if you see that kind of game and if Chelsea is playing against another team, so you need to, when you are to bet on Chelsea, you need to be careful whether you need to give further handicap or you give handicap in favor of the opponent, because Chelsea is not good 2022 season and 2023 for the beginning. I don't know what will happen at the end. That's how it is just going to be. That's some of the things that you need to look out for. A team can be a strong team previously, maybe at the past, but maybe this season, a particular season, the team is weak. You don't need to bet on that particular kind of team. You need to know their form to be sure, okay, it is a good way, or they are good in scoring and all this. You need to consider all that. And the second thing that to look out for is their past matches. You need to look out for their past and present matches. So their past matches are matches that they played. These are matches that they play before they will be playing that particular game that you are to bet on. So you need to look out for that and look at their performance, how is always their score lines. You need to look out for all that before, and also look for games that they will be playing after they play that particular game. Let's say for their past games, if they play a very important game and they play all their stars, let's say they play a Champions League final. A team play a Champions League final. For all their, all their stars, they will play them, and they are to play next game after that Champions League game. They will find it difficult winning that particular game just because they are tired and they can't perform as compared to playing a normal game. So you need to look out for all that, and also look out for how important is the game that they are to play. If it is also let's say something like Champions League final, then all the teams will be they will be serious about the game. You need to also consider that. And their present games, games that they will be playing after they play that particular game, you need to look out for the next game that they will be playing after they play that particular game that you are to bet on. Let's say if they are also going to play a Champions League game before, maybe after that game, there is no way that a team will play all their stars, their key players. They are not going to play all of them, because they will reserve some for that particular game ahead. So this will give you an opportunity for you to place on teams that have the less privileged teams. So you can now look for teams that even if they used to always win that particular team, you can now go in favor of giving that particular team a handicap or predicting on under goals on the team. If the team used to score more goals, you can now place under goals and then be under 2.5 goals for the team that used to score more goals, just to harvest the profit and go. That's what you need to also look out for. And the second, the next thing that you need, that's the third thing that you need to check out for, is their standing. Their standing is also important. Let's say if a team for instance is playing it's at the top 4, and they are the last to be at the fourth, maybe the fourth standing, and they know that if they lose that particular game, their opponent, like a particular team, is going to take over from that position. They are going to drop, and another team is going to take over from their position as fourth. So they will be serious about that particular game. They will find ways to win that particular game, to remain in that particular position. It's the same way when a team is leading the table and they see that the one following the one in the second position, when they win, they are going to take the first position. They also find a way of winning that particular game to remain in the first position. That's all what you also need to look out for. And at the bottom, if you also see a team is if a team lose, is going to be fall within the relegation zone, they will find a way to also win or draw to remain in that particular game, so that they will not fall within the relegation zone. And also look out for the average teams, those that they are not at the top, they are not at the bottom, but they are just within the average. For that kind of teams, they don't care. The only thing is that their purpose is just whether to draw and remain in that position or to win. They don't care. So if you are also betting on that kind of games, you need to also be careful, because they don't care. They can play draw and they are happy with that, because they know they will not be able to take the first position, or they will not even go to relegation. They are just playing to maintain in the league, themselves in the league. So you need to also be careful about that kind of games when you have to bet on them. And just let me give you some clue. If you are to bet on teams that are leading the table, then you should be betting mostly on over. You should be betting mostly on over, or over goals, maybe over 2.5 goals, over 1.5 goals. And if you're also betting on teams like you're also betting on them, the top teams, the top 4, the top 5 teams, and you are to also the type who is betting on corners, then you should be betting them mostly on them to win the corners, because all the time they'll be putting pressure to win the corners. They'll be putting pressure to win, giving pressure on the other opponent, and most of the goals they'll be saving it and pulling it out for corners. That's also another next trick. And the next one to look out for, which is the fourth one, is news and injuries. News and injuries. Let's say for instance, if you hear news, they are saying that, oh, this particular player is likely not to be part of the squad just because of some particular reasons or so, or if a particular player is injured and is not going to play a particular game. Let's say a key player, let me use Man City for instance. If Manchester City is to play a game and you didn't see Haaland, and you didn't see Kevin De Bruyne, these are some of the key players. If they are in injury list, these two players are in injury list, just know that Man City will find it difficult. To win that particular game. So when you are to bet that kind of game, you need to be careful about that. You need to look out for all the necessary things that you need to look out for. Look for their key players. Are they part of the first 11? Will they be playing the first 11, or will they be playing substitute? Look for their first 11. How did they normally start their first 11? Are they starting it the same way? If they are starting it the same way and they are in good form, then you can go ahead and place them as win or so. But if they are not in that way, let's say if they are first 11, they used to play their first 11 first half, and they are now playing them second half as substitute, then it's likely that they are going to be playing draw at first half. That's a key takeaway. It's likely that they are going to be playing draw at first half, and that kind of game you can place them whether first half draw, or you can go ahead and place them with second half winners. You can go ahead and place whether them to that particular team to win second half, or you go ahead and place them let's say half with more goals for that team, maybe second half, and you are going to win. It's likely with about 90% you are going to be winning. That's how it used to go. And the next and the last but not the least is that of travel. Look at the travel distance that they travel. or look at the interval. Let's say if a team travel from a long distance to go and play a game, you know, don't expect them to perform the same way as if they are playing at home. That's why you hear some people saying that home advantage, they are playing at home is a home advantage. There's nothing like home advantage. The only thing is that they'll be playing at home. They are not tired. They don't travel. They have not traveled to any part. They are just resting and they are waiting for the opponent to come. And all the energy is there for them to play. That's just what they normally say. You hear people saying home advantage and so that's the only thing that is actually always taking them. And you see some people who say, oh, they are playing at home, they have an advantage. Look at the distance that they travel. There's nothing like home advantage except the distance that they travel. If they travel long distance to go and play that particular game, then they will perform less as compared to if they are playing at home and they are well organized and they have not traveled. Everything is intact, and that's it. And also, if they are to, let's say they just travel long distance to go and play one game, and 3 days time they are traveling again to another place to go and play with another long distance. So they will be tired. They are already tired. There is a lot of stress and they are traveling again. So it's likely for them to lose, or they will maybe perform less. That's how it used to go. So that's why you will hear people saying home advantage. This team is playing home, they are having advantage. This team is playing away, they are not having advantage. The only thing is look at the distance that they travel. If all their key players are there and the table, they are also leading the table, or they are also average and other things, consider all this in place. Look at injury list and now look at the distance. If they travel short distance and they are to play, then don't worry yourself. If you do your analysis and you are satisfied that their team is having a chance to win, don't mind about them playing home or away. Just place them the straight win or any other market that you see to be viable. And if they also play like travel long distance, you need to be careful about how you select your game. So I think that's what I can tell you about, like what to look out for in teams before betting on them. So that's the key takeaways. The key takeaways about this one is to look out for injury list and look out for positions like league position. Look for their key players and the way they travel, the past games and the present games that they'll be playing, and how important is the game. That's the key takeaways that you can take out from this video. And if you find it valuable, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on post notification as well, so that anytime that we upload a new video, you get notified and come to the channel and check it out. And don't forget to also join the WhatsApp group as well. The link is in the channel bio. So try to join the WhatsApp group. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for another betting tips and tricks. So peace out.